The Steam machine will fail. Maybe. It depends on one thing and one thing only: the price of the product. Let's get started. So, if the Steam machine is cheap, like a console, it's gonna destroy the console. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna be the best thing on a console, right? But it won't be as cheap as a console. They said themselves. They said PC pricing. Now, PC pricing for a 4K device, it's around 1,000. I'm guessing 2,000, not 2,000. 1,000 is crazy. Let's ask ChatGPT. So I just fact checked with ChatGPT and it said around $1,000. I said before. That's the basically cheapest 4K gaming device you can possibly get. It'll be cost around $1,000 for like a 47, something like that. AMD, right? So basically, if this sells at like a PC price, it's gonna be around $1,000. So why wouldn't someone just get a PC instead? Why would they go for your Steam machine if they can just get a PC? Now I heard some people say, they don't want Windows bloat and nonsense on the device, because if it's on the device, it'll slow their PC down, slow everything down, right? Which I don't know if it's true or not, but one thing I do know is you can install SteamOS on your PC. So what? That makes no sense. All you need to do is get a USB, install SteamOS, plug it into your PC, reboot it, and there you go. You have it installed. Very easy thing to do. It's not hard, right? So I don't know where this is coming from. Oh, SteamOS. Alright. So it's not for the OS, right? It's for the price. People are going to buy the device for the price. So the price should be cheaper than a PC. I understand why they don't make it like $500 like the consoles. Because what's going to happen is, remember the PS3 when the PS3 came out? Back when you could install Linux on it, which is crazy. Back in the day, you could install Linux on a PS3 and just use it, right? But what happened was the U.S. military bought like 1,000 of those PS3s, bro, and just used it for like its processing power and stuff like that. So if the Steam machine sells for a low price, people are just gonna buy a bunch of it and use it for like other things, not Steam related, right? And the problem with that is, if it sells for a cheap price, they won't make a big profit margin off of it. So they'll make a loss off of it, right? And then usually what's supposed to happen is, when someone buys a Steam Deck, right? They buy the Steam Deck, then they buy games on Steam, which makes them make their money back, right? You get where I'm going? But with the Steam machine, most people might not like even install Steam on it. Actually, they might just delete the Linux off of it, install Windows on it, or install like Pop! OS, or like install Linux Mint or some other Linux distro, right? They might not even use it for gaming at all in the first place. They might just be like, oh, it's a cheap PC I can just buy and just install whatever I want to install on it, which is true, right? You could say they could lock it down to just SteamOS, but people will find a way. On top of that, it's like, what's the point then? Like, people go for one console that's locked, another console that's locked. Like, come on now. Like, they're just gonna stay on their PS5 or Xbox, whatever. They're not gonna switch from a PC to, there's no point, right? So that again is not smart, right? So they have to leave it unlocked, and they have to sell it cheaper than a PC, but not as cheap as a console. So I'm guessing around 700-ish bucks will be a good price. If it's $700, guys, I'm telling you guys to buy it right now. If it's 700, but guys, buy it right now. It's a good product. You know what I mean? If it's 700, you can play a bunch of games in 4K quality as it can. I'll bet, guys, get it now, right? But we don't know yet, right? Then once the price comes out, if it's over $1,000, no can do, right? The reason people buy consoles is not because the consoles are better than PC. No, it's because they're cheaper. So no, like, console players gonna be like, oh, let me buy a Steam machine that's $1,000. No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Because back in the day, you get a console for $300 now. $300 to get a gaming console that can play games and high quality games, right? So why would they spend $1,000 on a Steam machine? That's expensive. That's double the price. Like, come on now, right? So I hope it succeeds. I hope it's cheap, but if it's not cheap, it's not gonna succeed. That's my opinion on the matter, guys. Daddy Prince out. Peace.